Hi and welcome. This is a session of Char and Jab. My name is Edie Otilia and I am going to be doing a pick a card reading. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you the cards to choose from, and then we're going to be doing a collective reading. So welcome. I'm going to be giving a few instructions on how to use this video first. The first thing I want to say is that this is a pick a card reading and it's live, so you can refer to this after. It'll be recorded and put up. And what I'm going to do is show you the cards, and you can pick one of three piles, and then after I'll do a collective reading, okay, with the teacups. So it's going to show you right now. Hang on, I'm going to move the phone. And I'm not doing signs today, guys, just so you know. I'm doing a pick a card, and you guys can choose from this, okay? And then I'll do a collective reading with the teacup afterwards, okay? So I'll just show you the cards and I'll talk as I do. So here are three piles, okay? And I want you to look at the three piles. And in the first one, we have pyrite. In the second one, here we have a rutilated quartz, and then we have lepidolite, okay? And with these, I want to explain what each one is. This one is more for protection. If you have any of this, it's really good for around the throat area for protection for everything that you're going through. This one is more about the highest level of achievements that you can achieve right now. And this one is about psychic connection and protection, okay? So take a moment and just pick one of the three, and I'll read them in order, okay? All right. If you need to pause afterwards and choose, then fine. But I just wanted you to take a look at the energy. Sorry if that was a little shaky, but I was holding it and talking at the same time. Okay, so everyone, I will begin with the first pile, which is the pyrite, okay? So if anybody has any, I mean, this is a pretty big chunk, but you can get much smaller, and you can get them polished. And if you wear them around your neck, it'll definitely help you through difficulties right now. I named this session, What's Owed to You. So I'm going to just let the cards speak and see what they have to say, okay? Because a lot of karmic energy is being finished right now, and we're contending with what's coming towards us. So it's kind of good in many ways. And I'm just going to spread the cards out here, and I'll hold them up as I go along. And we only need a little more room here. I don't typically do this at this table. So, okay, give me a moment. So you have an energy here where you are overcoming obstacles. You are resting from many things that have come into your path. So I'm not answering questions today. This is a session just for a pick a card reading. So I want you to listen to the reading, and if it's not what you want right now, then maybe come back another time when I'm doing pick a cards, okay? But right now today, I'm just going to read the cards. There's three piles, okay? So you guys got to go back to the beginning and listen to the instructions, okay? So as we go along here, I'll say it periodically at the beginning of each think of what we're doing. So here in the first pile, what we have is an energy of overcoming obstacles, okay? Time for rest, time for you to take a step back from what's going on in your environment, okay? And there's a Two of Swords and a King of Swords. There is a decision-making process here for pile number one that you guys are going through. I feel like you have cut off an energy that was trying to cut you down. You've decided that you're no longer going to stand for this energy, okay? I just want to say one thing, guys. If you guys want a personal reading about something specific other than this, you can obviously book one with me, but for the most part, I will be pulling cards a little later. Just right now, I'm not doing that, okay? Just so you know, okay? I'm having a little session here for pick a cards. So with this energy, I feel like, you know, somebody has been, I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling, the energy here around you of what you're overcoming is somebody was very manipulative and around you and messed with your energy fields in ways that, like, no matter what you did, it feels to me that you could not there was no equal footing. They always had to, like, it was a power struggle for them, and they had to have you underneath them. And so you finally decided that you're pulling out of the game, and actually you've had the power all along. Know your fears here, and embracing the masculine. So what that means here is that I feel, okay, so some of you who are females, I feel like you will be embracing energy of a new person. And if it is a masculine energy, I feel like, you know, I got to tell you, if you are wanting somebody specific, I feel, no matter whether you're male or female, I feel like here that both of you guys are going to be, you're gonna present yourself to the other person. And I feel like, so the masculine energy is projective, and so that's why I'm saying whether for male or for female. Sorry, I was just getting a little bit of a download there. And so knowing your fears, what I'm sensing here is you've made a decision that the person that has had control over you in the past at this time, it's helping you know what your fears are, and so you can face whatever it is that you're contending with right now. And so that's really wonderful, actually. You know, it's like it takes a lot of courage to do that, okay? And I am sensing here that you are embracing that. And also, for those of you who have left this behind, I feel like you could be embracing a new relationship and be a little bit afraid of what's going on. Guys, listen to the beginning of the reading. Please, I'm not doing signs today, okay? I'm not in this session. A little later, I'm going to go on live again, and I'll pull cards, okay? But right now, I'm just going to read it's a pick a card, so pile 1, 2, or 3. And right now, I'm on 1. So here, the next thing with pile number 1, that you're overcoming your fears, you also have the Chariot. Look at this. You cannot get, like, this is pretty crazy. Like, you have 2 similar cards, one of one level. I feel like you've made a decision before, somebody's come back into your life, and then you've cut them out again, and now it's another decision it is presented to you. You know, we're still a little bit, we're feeling the effects of Mercury retrograde. I don't know how up you guys are on all of the planetary alignments, what's happening right now. But as Mercury left, went direct on the 21st, or 20th or 21st, can't remember. Anyways, so as it did on one of those days, anyhow, I can't quite remember right now, it pushed the energy forward, but we still have a shadow period for about 2 weeks. We're in for a little bit of the same energy of what we had at the beginning of the month, so it's not left us yet. So you're contending with fears, with overcoming all these problems from the past, and things are coming back into your life, so you can say, hey, guess what? I don't want like any contention. I'm making a clear decision to move away from a disruptive energy. And look what you get. At the end, you have a 6 of Cups, a brand new, and this is the energy that I was feeling since you stand up to the person. It's like a person comes in that is more correct. And you sit there and you go, I can't believe that I tolerated what I tolerated. What, like, did they have a spell over me? And look I got the next card, deceit. Absolutely. They absolutely deceived you, and they absolutely had victory over you, over your emotions, over everything that was going on. But guess what? At the end of the day, since you made the decision to take your power back, step away, then you have the true victory in this. And you know what I'm sensing here? This is very, very interesting. You got here soulmate and codependency. I shuffle these cards like crazy, and I do it every time I meditate with them. I shuffle, I do everything. I'm getting same repeated cards repeatedly for similar situations. So it's very interesting what's happening. And messages are very different, even though they're similar cards. What I'm getting here is this person was a soulmate, yes, and that's why it hurts so much, but they were not fulfilling their contract. So as you step away from this codependency. You see how it's facing away. They want that, but you're no longer willing to give that codependency. So what you're saying is no, you're laying your boundary down. No, you're done. You're not willing. You're seeing how much deceit actually was there. And it is horrific. I feel like, you know, it was really traumatic for you. And I feel like now is the time when the victory comes, because I'm going to tell you what I see. with this projective energy, when you're overcoming your fears, I see you out on social media. I see that they're watching you. They don't want you to know that they're watching you, but I feel like they're watching you. They're seeing what you're doing. Everything seems to be really good in your life, and they want a piece of that. They're missing your energy because they see you moving on. And guess what else I see? I see you having pictures up on social media of the new person that you've met, like the two of you together in romantic situations and having a lot of fun and just you moving on with your life. And guess what I feel? I feel like they really know what they've missed out now, and they see you shining, and they didn't realize they were the ones holding you back. They didn't encourage you and be with you. They wanted power over you instead. And instead of understanding that soulmate energy is supportive, they wanted codependency. And you're like, no way. No way, I'm not letting that back in my life no more. And so that is an amazing, actually, gift here that is, I feel being presented to you through this week. So keep your energy clear and focused, and rest when you need to, and make decisions, carry the burden when you need to. Because when you rest and then you conserve your energy, you're going to be able to do what you need to do, and you're going to be able to make clear decisions. And with this Chariot, you cut the nonsense out. I'm telling you, that's what I see. And you're highly protected with this pyrite energy. And remember, if you guys are using pyrite, it is not something that you want to cleanse with water, only sun or salt, because it's water soluble and will rust its iron, right? Okay, so now we're going to move on to two was this one. The the quartz, the rutilated quartz crystal. So this energy taps into the energy of Lemuria, and it holds great wisdom of possibly Lemurian or Atlantean times, mostly Lemurian. So this is very ancient energy, and I'm really excited to share this one with you. So I really want to know what these cards say in this pile for you. Okay, so oh wow, wow. This is, oh my gosh, you guys, you're going to be so happy. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Okay, so this is very interesting, this reading. I have to tell you what I pick up. You guys are, this is like dealing with all kinds of karma right now that has held you back in, I'm going to tell you what I'm sensing here. When I just look over all the cards, I'm feeling like this is concerning past life energy, this number 2 pile. And I feel like it's very ancient, and you have finally cleaned up a whole bunch of things. But guess what? There's more coming that you recognize. You're now in the position to recognize stuff. So don't be scared. You have the Tower of Destruction, okay? Now I want to show you something really good. Okay, what I feel, hi, how are you? Welcome. I'm doing pick a cards. This is on the second pile, and the first one you'll have to rewind a little, okay? So I have 3 piles. You can pick 1, 2, or 3. This is number 2. So it doesn't look so good right now, but actually it is good. I'm going to tell you, you have gone through this. This is over, because this is the card of moving away, and it is definitely moving away from that. So you have already gone through this. Pile number 2, I'm sorry that, many things have happened, but in a way I'm not, because what it's done is clear your path. Your cup was so full, I feel, and it's come to a point where you're like, I have to empty my cup, and the only way was for things to fall apart in and around you. And this was fated way back when, I would say, when some of you, maybe possibly in other lifetimes, that you were going to contend with what has gone on in a past life now, and I'm going to tell you why in a little bit. So you have justice here. Some of you in this pile may be dealing with a legal situation. I feel like something has come at you the same as similar to what it's come at you in a past life. You have the 5 of Cups, so you're going to, I feel like there was a justice that wasn't served to you, and now it's revisited. And what's happening is, guess what? Your justice will be served. However, you need to seriously think about what it is you want within the future, not within what's happening and what your loss is. If you concentrate on the loss, then it's very easy that you will have loss within this legal situation. I want to tell you this. When you look at this, there's spilt cups here, okay? And where these spilt cups are what the concentration is on. But here, in this card, in this deck, she's actually concentrating on the full, not on what's spilt. And typically it would be the other way around. So this, to me, I'm so glad I was not going to use this deck, and something said to me, use this deck. And now I know why. Because now you're focusing on the positive. So as you do that, you're going to vibrate to the energy that is correctly yours, your soul expression. And I'm sensing here very strongly, everyone, that whoever picked pile 2, that you are going to be fulfilling some destiny that was written long ago. And that's exciting. And I'm going to tell you something else. This is really cool. Loving without condition and hearing the ancient ones. Oh my God. Honest to God, I can't tell you how many fairies and angels and beings of light are around you. I see them, I feel like I can hear them singing, I can see them, and you're so protected. You've been protected the whole time. And some of you may have this inner knowing and this inner sense that no matter what happens, if I do the right thing, I know my inner compass, my inner moral guide will reward me greatly. And I am feeling this. And some of you guys may feel strongly that these energies are around you. Whether you believe in them or not, I'm going to tell you that these energies are definitely around, okay? So they are energetic. They're not necessarily like, beings, but however, some people see them as beings. And I have in my energy field. But what I sense here is that this is more about feeling them around and feeling that joyous energy, the energy of the fairies, having joy, peace, abundance, lots of like laughter, children. Whatever you think of a fairy, you think of like kids having fun and little stories and stuff like that. And so the wisdom of these ancient ones have been with you for a long time. You guys may want to check out the Fairy Tales Unveiled. And these other ones, here the ancient ones. There are ancient beings that I feel are presenting themselves to you in different ways. You guys may be hearing stories. Something is coming to me about like reading or reading stories or just stories coming to mind, or people telling you stories about very ancient beings, and you start to understand on deeper levels how they connect in with your life right now. Sorry guys, there's some construction in the back, so you'll have to forgive it, okay, if it's a little loud. Okay, so now we have the Magus and we have Temperance. You guys, whoever picked number 2, this is so exciting. I cannot believe you guys have mastered some energy here. You are manipulating energy. Hang on, okay, I thought I'd wait till that was over. So you're manipulating energy in tempered measure is what I'm seeing. So when you do that, what I mean by that, when you are receiving and you are giving in correct measures within whatever it is that you're destined to, then I feel like that's when things then are like manifesting. I feel like when it's tempered, like you're like steady, no matter, I feel like people are at you, pushing you to do things you don't want, things that you're not ready for, or it's not the right time to do. I feel like people are doing that to you and you're like, nope, I'm not doing. You listened in the past and you're not doing that now. You're listening more to your intuition. Yay. So what's intuition? Intuition is energy of past life remembrances. It's past life lessons. We know that gut feeling. It's in the solar plexus, connection with past, And so when the energy of the back of the solar plexus is open, you're connecting in very well and you're able to express it in this life through the front energy. And so I don't know who that was, so last time I got disconnected and I cut you guys all off. Thank God that didn't happen. I won't do that again, I hope. Okay, so imagination's coming in for pile 2, and intuition, I feel like this is connection in with past life, and also you will start awakening to the energies of what's going on here. And the lessons, it's not even so much about connecting with these beings or seeing them. Sorry guys, I'm getting a lot of interruptions. You guys, part of what's going on, you guys may have a lot of interruptions going on in your life. You may have things changing within your life. You may have constructions of things going on in your life. You may have a family or people trying to inject themselves. Just when I was saying like earlier about people injecting themselves. Look at what's happening in the reading. People are missing energies, you know, and they're trying to inject their energy. Even in the reading, it's happening. And these things I take as signs when they're happening during a specific reading. Okay, so you want to pay attention to your signs coming in. And I feel like with that, these beings of light, they're an energy that's around. You feel them. It's not about seeing them. It's about knowing the wisdom of what they have to offer, whether it is through mythical stories or anything of that nature. Okay, now here we have the very last cards on the romantic level. Here we have pay attention to the red flags, and we have chemistry. So there may be something in your life that you're being protected from that you have not quite got balanced. And as it gets a little bit more balanced and you're focusing on the right things, you're going to see red flags. You're going to see a bunch of things. I feel like you guys are dodging a bullet. I'm going to tell you, pile number 2, I feel like you're dodging a bullet because you're standing to your own truth, and you are absolutely correct in what you do, and you make wise decisions to pull away from people who are going to rob you of this intuitive knowledge and wisdom that you want to put forth. I do feel here that you will meet somebody, and you first of all, I want to say this: the person that you're going to pay attention to the red flags to, you have great chemistry. Okay, that is for real. I see that, and I see why you have been how they have taken advantage of your love or emotions, and how they have twisted that energy for you. Now I'm going to tell you something else. It's changing because I feel like somebody's coming in for you guys that, well, you know what, I'm going to tell you. I feel like most of you that I'm speaking to already have somebody that has very much like giving you some great love and wisdom and comfort in the chemistry pile. And I feel like you're like, you know, maybe a little leery, but you tend to, you know, after what you've been through, you tend to be a little afraid. So I feel like this person puts rest to you, and you feel the energy of the ancient ones around protecting you, bringing this energy to you. I definitely feel that. So I feel like if you are in relationships, it's very good, healthy, comforting. And this other person, you know, doesn't like the fact that that's going on, and then that they can't manipulate anymore. But I just feel like they just fade away into the background. I really got to tell you, that's what I feel. They're not going to be able to, you know, use energy that, your own energy against you. That's what I want to say. And it's because you're remembering, because I, you know, look at what came out with the, you know, those cards that came out with Lemurian, past life. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. So something has gone on in your life that has caused great destruction. And now karmically, you're going to have that. And I feel like it's romance, and you're going to have the correct relationship, and other people are going to try to inject themselves into what's happening with you. They won't be able to. They won't be able to. And so I feel like you're protected and safe. So that's what I feel for number 2. So number 3, this is Lepidii, and it is psychic connection, higher awareness. Of course. You guys, oh my God, this is like so cool. If you guys picked number 3, wow, is all I have to say. These cards have come out so great. Like every reading, I felt a little heavy energy, but I got to tell you, the end result, I could feel what you guys have gone through, and I feel like the end result is so positive. And whoever I'm speaking to, like, you're just cutting things out, right? Like left, right, and center. It's amazing. And yeah, so that's really very cool. So we have here number 3, the Magician and the Star. Yay! You guys have mastered energy. You've moved through. You've paid some karmic debt. You're intuitively connecting in psychically with what you need to. And guess what? The universe is here to bless you and give you your wishes, your dreams come true. So this here, the Star card, wish upon a star, right? And so you have done the work, and you're willing to do more work to get the things that you are, and to maintain, I feel like to maintain the things that you want. So that's very, very exciting, I think. Okay, so you have 7 of Wands, and you have 9 of Pentacles. Some of you may be single right now, and your finances are definitely improving. I feel like you have overcome huge obstacles. Somebody has tried to take something from you financially, and I feel like even job-wise. And guess what? You have won over, and you have just stuck your nose to the grindstone, do what you have to do, and I feel like you are the one that comes out on top, because this is all done out of like ego, where you are sitting in the correct ego, in spirit ego, and presenting your soul progression forth, and it does give you financial gain in return. I'm so happy for you. That's really great. Now, I do feel most of who is sitting here, they may be single in this pile. However, I am sensing, I'm going to tell you, I see some pan energy. So some of you may be dating a lot in this energy. And if you are in a relationship by chance with this pile, I feel like it's very, very, I want to just say like, I don't know, like really romantic, like really passionate and romantic. I don't have the words yet, but it'll come. It'll come. So what I'm sensing here is you see truth. I feel like energy from the past and what people are trying to do to you. It's like they have no power. You got their number. That's what I got. You got their number. You got their game. You got their number. And not like you're playing a game. You just are like observing it. You're like, I'm out. I warned you. I'm out. I warned you and I warned you and I warned you and I was patient and I was good and I was kind. Now I'm out. And that other person doesn't like it, okay? And they see that you are, really in tune with, okay, so this is being in tune with nature, but the energy of Pan. So that's a very passionate energy. And they see that you got their number already. And they don't know what to do with that energy. They're like, they're lost. And I feel like, I feel here, they miss you a great deal. However, you're just living your life and concentrating on what you need to. And that is what you need to do. I feel like this person is like, they're left in the dust. That's it. Done. No more. It is as much as you put in, they took advantage and more. So I'm sorry if that happened, but I feel like here, the wisdom, and you see where it is that where they took passion away from you. I am feeling like some of you may have gone through some serious depression, and you may have returned back to nature, returned back to self, taken time here with this card here to nurture the self and grow your own stability. That it's like they can't come back into your life and they see the truth of who you really are. They can't come back into your life with crap, and they can't offer you anything that you don't already provide for yourself. This person has to step up their game. They think they've been playing games with you and you've been kind and generous. They don't know it. They don't see it. And you see that this is soulmate energy, but they did not see that. Now you're like, too bad. I'm giving my passion to somebody else that deserves it, that actually is treating me with respect. So that's some of the, sorry, I was reading this card and I never showed you the 10 of cards. So that was some of that disrespectful energy from the past. But 7 of Wands is transformational. I want to say this. I'm going to say this. This person is in denial and has had great loss that you have left behind. They recognize after the fact that you're soulmate energy, and they are never going to have someone like you were to them. And so they're very upset about that. They don't want you to go, but you're going and you're moving on and you are transforming. And I'm going to tell you, because you did and you guys had soulmate connection, I feel like they have truly learned their lesson. And they are going to change, but your emotions are no longer there. And I feel like they are getting back what they've put out. Somebody's done to them what you did to them. And then I feel like they hurt them more. And it's like you feel that, hey, that energy they've already got their own karma. I don't have anything to do with it anymore. That's what I feel. And so here they're feeling that they were deceitful and that there's loss here, and they really have learned their lesson not to do this. This has transformed. When I see this here, this energy, I feel like the light coming in has transformed energy, and you see what you needed to, and the other person is now seeing. I feel like the other person is now seeing. They're waking up to it. So you are off on honeymoon. And I'm not saying that you're going to get married. I feel like honeymoon is like joyous energy. I feel like this Pan energy here, energy of going out, meeting different people, possibly having one person very special. I feel like, and I feel like you just like are in your own energy of going out and dating and seeing what's out there and making people be like, hey, you know what? This may be cold, but if you aren't going to step up to where I'm at, then there's no point. And it's not a me. It's just like care is what I feel here that you're presenting to other people. And you're like, hey, I want the truth of things. I see things for what they are. I'm connected in with my past. I have spiritual awakening. And you are optimistic about this. I feel like you know it. You just feel it's coming in. You know it. If you're not in it already, or you've met someone, it's like, guess what? Karmically, You know that this is it. And I'm going to say this about a lot of things. I know a lot of my readings come around to that, but I am telling you, this energy, these are all just tarot cards, and they all just say the energy of what's in the collective conscious. Whether this is for you, it's general. So I really hope that it has applied to you. If not, catch it another time. You know, as generals, reading for thousands of people, it may or may not apply to your specific situation. But what I'm going to tell you is this. When you apply as much as you can, it's like there's little blessings, little kisses of energy that come down that the angels want to kind of portray to you. They've kind of left, you know, some of us to our own means so that people can learn lessons. Because in the past, they've protected, and people hadn't learned. So they're just done, you know? And anyway, so that's what's happening. So I am going to now, give me a moment. I have to drink this because I was talking too much. I'm supposed to drink this as I was working so I can do your reading. Hang on, I gotta drink it quick. So, just have to get rid of some liquids. Have an incense here. Have an incense here. So, just give me a second to let it drip out. Okay. All right. So the first thing I see is a horse. Obviously, the energy of Sagittarian. We just moved into this energy, so forward moving, spiritual movement. But I am sensing for a lot of you movement, actual like physically moving your home, physically moving energy in and around your home. I feel like some of you have left behind really difficult situations. I feel like the karma of what you've left by the other person, I'm going to tell you here, I see the tail of the horse coming down like a big fan. I feel like with what you've done, you've stood up to something here. People, I feel collectively, people have stood up. I have a pick a card going on, Suzanne. It's not pick a card time, okay? I will come back and do pick a card. Just right now I'm doing a collective reading, and I did a 3-part pick a card reading, okay? So I feel here collectively people are moving forward. I feel a lot of people actually physically moving. And if you are one of the ones that have been wanting to move and things haven't come out, I feel like this, I feel like in January or so, it's going to start to be what you want, okay? Like move wise. You're going to get the home you want, and what's going on with your home, I feel, will settle out. But what is content, because you stood up in this situation here, I feel here that the tail goes down. And as the tail goes down, you're you're protecting a bunch of energy here. And as this happens, I feel like this is what people are trying to take away. And now this is what's protected towards you. This is what you have earned and what you must express. That's what I feel, express. And I feel that because in the front of the horse that I see here galloping, I feel like all of these clouds. So you're looking off into the clouds, into the distance, and seeing how you guys can have dreams and hopes. This is opening up your energy, and it's healthy. I feel like some of this is force. I am seeing horses everywhere in here. I cannot believe it. Like right now, actually, I'm seeing a rocking horse right dead in the center. I see like a rocking horse. It also looks like a dog. And some of you may see things in here that I'm not seeing. And as it does, if you guys see things, then you guys can message me on here on the video, and I'll respond to it and tell you what I think and what I see. Because if you say, oh, I see this or whatever, you don't know what it means, I'll definitely explain to you what I feel it means, okay? And if you feel it means something, by all means, that's what it means, okay? So follow your own intuition. So this rocking horse I feel in the middle, I'll get to the rocking horse first and then the dog. It's the same being, but I feel one looks like a dog, like a Bouvier kind, and the other one looks more like a rocking horse. And this rocking horse is referring to childhood hopes and dreams, and I am sensing that above. And so things have been protected from childhood here in these situations to move forward. So that's really, really wonderful. And you're tapping into that childhood essence, and that childhood like joy is what I feel. And you're really like full blast ahead, guys. You're raring to go. I feel like at the end of this year, you're going to really bolt ahead with whatever you're doing. Some of you, I feel like, have some really good ideas about what you want to do in next year. You're starting to like, you have actually worked already at it. And I feel like you're like end of the tail end of that, like fine tuning is what I'm seeing. Okay, so that's what I definitely see there. Oh, you see a pug? Oh, that's funny. Interesting. Or a pig, yeah. So pigs are like bountiful, like they're representative of bounty and of wealth. So you could be tapping into some finances that are good for you. Sorry about the noise, the construction in the back, guys. So I see here like waves, like if I was on a cruise or like in a boat, I would see, and waves were like big, I've seen like ocean waves. So I feel like some of you guys may be going on like a cruise or something of that nature, maybe in December, or possibly getting a gift of that over the holidays from a partner. I feel like some of you have partners that will gift you something of this nature, or like you might go with like a group of friends. I feel like it's like, but it's a surprise. I feel like it's a surprise, and it's like with a group of friends. Okay, you're gonna forget about it until you get the gift, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, that psychic, I forgot her name, said, hey, I'm gonna get this. I better get at least a message and say you were right or wrong. Whichever, it's all good. Sometimes I'm wrong. Okay, so every time I turn this, I am seeing horses. Okay, so I just want to like see what else I see here. In different patterns. So lots of movement, guys. And I'm going to tell you what I feel. This is interesting here, what I'm picking up. There's someone riding this horse. If I look here, I feel like this is a horse and someone's actually riding this horse. Okay, oh, you see a tree? Oh, good. Oh, yeah, I see a tree too, actually. I don't know if this is the tree you see, but I see it. I think I see what you mean. Okay, I'll get to that in a minute. So here, with this person riding this horse, like I feel like a bronco rider, I don't know. So you guys may feel like your life is going like that, and it's like in the center of things right now. So if you're doing that, you're hanging on still. That rider is on that horse. Good for you. You hang on. Okay, so a tree is dealing with Kabbalah, the energy of Kabbalah mainly, the tree of life. So you guys may want to do a study of geometry or something of that nature, sacred geometry. Okay, that might open up some energies for you along with the tree of life. Okay. Some of you also may have had past lives as understanding Kabbalah very deeply. Universal Kabbalah, not like Jewish Kabbalah. Maybe Jewish Kabbalah you did in a past life, but I feel like you may even have been interested in something like a Universal Kabbalah study. Okay. I'm seeing a ram. Like one of those like real, like, I don't know, like maybe a doll, I don't know, maybe it's a sheep, like those doll sheep with the ears, you know, because it feels like quiet energy. It feels like way up on a mountain. Like I see it right here. Okay, it's not a very good pointer right there, but I see it like right here. And so I feel like with this, I'm getting all too much messages at once. Let me get back to the goat. Let me finish what I was going to say about the horses moving every which way. When you're working with energy, so, you know, if you're going counterclockwise, it's like undoing things. If you're going clockwise, it's doing things in time, right? So backwards is undoing things. I feel like some of you are undoing things and some of you are like putting things forward. So that's what I wanted to say and end that with the horses. Now with the goat, I feel like this ram, this sheep, I don't know, it's kind of maybe, I don't know, you guys take it as applied, either a goat or a ram, but this sheep here, I feel like either way, it's way high up in the mountains. I feel like, so your energy, what this is saying is like a totem of energy. This is healing. So there's a time when being at peace, having meditation time, having quiet time, but being in nature, but you're climbing. As you're doing it, remember that these things are really docile and they climb really high, weird places, and they can climb like a cliff, you know? And so you have the strength to deal with whatever it is that is facing you in the correct measure. And that's what I'm feeling. So some of you may be here dealing with a study of Kabbalah or wanting to, so you may have some answers there for yourself. But I'm going to tell you, you know, that those studies are all great and fine, but the new energy, those are all old energies. Those are all energies we've had past lives about that we've mastered already. And so, you know, it's going to come as it comes intuitively to you in life now. That's why all these things are like, that's in the Piscean age. It's gone. That structure, that whole structural stuff, well, it's not gone yet, but I mean, we're in the transitional period in between Pisces and Aquarian age. So as that's transitioning here, I feel like you know, a lot of people are just so happy to release all this stuff that's going on. You know, they're done with it. And as you guys do that, it's like you're really receptive to the good things. So that horse going undoing and going back and forward is really the same. And that goat, with the rams, it's like protective. What you hear, I feel like, is good. You protect yourself. You move energy that is protective in the correct manner. In nature, you're balanced. You guys may take up studies of meditation, or maybe higher learnings of spiritual learnings, maybe some esoterics in the correct manners, through theologian societies, things of that nature. So I'm sensing a lot of really great improvements now, and you will, after this week, you will feel the energy lift. This shadow period is going to take one little last kick, and then we get the goodies, okay? So give it a few days, guys. If the energy feels heavy, I swear to you, things will change and improve for you. And think about, concentrate on the good that you want, right? Do things that help you. Like if you have to have, I don't know, a note, if you have to have, like, listen to music or vision boards or writing, journaling, anything like that will help you, okay? So now I'm going to love you guys and leave you. I'm going to come back on in a little bit and pull cards, but I just wanted to leave that with you. So if you have had a chance, if you haven't had a chance and you've missed the previous, when I do put it up and the video is recorded, you guys can go back and pick your card and choose whichever one you want, okay? So thank you very much for joining me, and I will be pulling cards in a little bit if you guys be patient with me. I just have to do a few things here, get some things done, and I'll come back on the air live, okay? And we'll do a free card pull for a little bit. Not for everybody, okay? As best as I can. There's a lot of people, so I will do the best I can, and hopefully you guys will have a chance, okay? Talk to you soon. Bye for now. Thank you for joining me for a session of Char and Jab. Bye.